Now I will introduce how to connect the controller of the S7 and Ohvation S7. So first is need to figure out the control A and the control B, the front controller and the rear controller. Front controller connect to the front motor. The rear controller connect to the rear motor. And the rear controller has the very special line, the display line. This is the charger port line connectors. There are two. This connect to the battery charger port. This two is the battery output connectors. Connect to the controller. About the motor line has the three phases lines. Color to color. And this one is the whole sensor line. Whole sensor line has the 5 lines. Positive and the negative. The 3 lines is yellow, green, blue. First, we introduce the display line. This is the 5 lines: white, green, yellow, black, and orange. This another side is combined to the controller B and the controller A. Controller A, controller B. This line is the green, black, red line. It's the voltage key line, and it brings power. The power bring in the controller B, and one is this output line. One is to the display. One is to the voltage reduce. This line has 2 connectors. One is single and dual. One is the equal and turbo. The single and the dual is combined to the control A and the control B. The green line, the green connector, a green and black connector. One is the control A, one is control B. Controller B. This one left, no use. Control A and control B. This one is equal and turbo line. It's combined to the controller A. The blue line and the white line. The blue-white line is another one is connect to the display line. Display, blue and white. This one from the handlebar is the e-brake cutoff line. It's gray and black. It combines the control A and the control B. This one is the big LED screen line. One is connected to the motor line, combined to one phase. And this one is the power input line, This one is the turning signal, turn left and turn right. you need to combine the turning signal line. This one from the handlebar line is the switch line. Switch line have a horn line, front light line, home line. Here is the turn signal line and the power line. This connector, turn signal connector, one is turn left and right, two signal line to the turn signal, right to back to the left and the right, and the one is the power line, positive line. One is positive line, and the one is the turn left and the right line, and another side is combined to the big screen line, big LED screen line. The turn switch line, true signal line. There's a turn signal line. These two, one is combined to the turn signal line here. So it combined to them. Red and black. And one is the positive line. One is positive line. And another side is combined to the big screen. Another side here is combined to the big screen, big LED screen line here. The voltage reduce board is for the voltage reduce, because our battery is 72 volts and all the turn signal this means Aqui board lights, and we have different, and this one, and we have a different voltage used, so we need to voltage reduce. One is 5 volts and one is 12 volts. The Aqui board light is 5 volts, and the turn signal and the real lights is 12 volts. About the front light and the home is directly to the voltage key and the switch. Switch from the handlebar switch. So it power output from the voltage controller voltage key, and it gives the power. There's a power line, and this orange one is the home light. This is a front light line. Here is in the center. In the center is home line. A two yellow line is home line. This the left one is the power input and power output. The front light. A front light is a switch light, a switch button. So it's an input here and output here. One is input, one is output. Input, the power line input here and output here. So it gives the power to this line, and the yellow line and the yellow line is the front lights, power lines. So another light to the real lights, because is when turn on the front light, the real lights normal open. There are two functions on this light. Is the normal open light. When front light is a real light. When front light is open, the real light open. And also it also is a brake light. And the brake light is the two light inside here. And when front light when front light is opened, the rear light opened. When the brake light have the signal, there are two LED will more bright. This control has two special light, two single green light. The green light. It's a learning light. The real controller, the controller B, also have two learning light. How to use the learning light? When you assemble a new motor or a new controller, you need to use the learning light to learn. How to use the learning light? The first, confirm the voltage key is the off, and turn on the voltage key, and power on, turn on the throttle. Okay, do not touch this throttle, just turn on, do not touch this. Okay. And then connect the two independent connectors, these two, and wait for 10 seconds, more than 10 seconds. Before you use the learning light, you need to put a deck on the below the scooter. So use your hand to rotate the motor and in the right rotate direction, and then disconnect this learning line. Disconnect. And finally, use the throttle to test the motor is in that direction or not. If not, try it again. How to connect the Acrylic ball? Acrylic ball have two balls, the deck ball and the real light board. Real Acrylic board. This all have the LED light here, and this is the power line and a single line, and a positive line, a signal line, and a negative line, and also have a power input line, power input. When you assemble the Acrylic ball and connect these two, you need first connect these two connector power line, and connect the single line here. Only two connectors. If Ohvation version, Ohvation have to the front LED light, the front LED. So it will be another connector. Combine the real Acrylic ball first and output here, and connect to the big deck Acrylic ball. How to use remote control of the LED Acrylic boards? Okay, first take off the battery protector, and this one is turn on, turn off key button. Okay, turn on. This is auto mode. It will change the color automatically. This is the mode change. You can change the mode. You can change the speed, the brightness. You can choose a single color, the white, red, green, and so on. Turn on.